Beep 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 boop bop bop bop. Beep bop bop boop bop bop bop. Beep beep boop bop boop bop. Beep 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 bop bop bop. Beep beep boop beep bop bop. Ba-da-ba. I do want to write my own theme song eventually for this segment. If it's gonna go up to 200 episodes, I was thinking about like actually doing something because I used to play around a lot in like GarageBand and shit like that. So I don't know. I want to create something that's kind of like simple. That's not gonna take me fucking hours to build. That's always the problem with any creative endeavor. It's like weighing like if if the amount of time to the project is like efficient, I guess, in a way, because like even for like stuff like yo even for stuff like my little transitioning animation right there, like that took me hours to build. It wasn't very much that long, but the sheer amount of like value that I got out of that is immense because I use that for literally every single stream. Oh, right, yes, fit check. I'm doing laundry today, so I'm wearing kind of my ugh. I'm wearing my casual fit wear right now. What the heck is that? But I finally was able to clean basically my entire fucking closet. I've been kind of like a little bit behind on cleaning up the past couple of days because I just started doing like my runs a lot more recently. I was doing the okay. I've been doing so many 5 mile runs. I know. Um, I've been doing so many 5 mile runs, and my body at some point was like really fucking tired. It was really really tired, and now I'm kind of like getting more accustomed to it. I think I'm gonna start pushing the like 30 miles a week point. Because I've been hearing a lot of like the CEO of Twitch talking about like this like was the Iron Man competition thing where like to train for it you have to do like 30 miles a week and stuff like that. So I thought that that's like a good challenge for me to kind of like weigh myself as far as like how much improvement I see myself completing. So if by summer and not only that but in the next couple of months, like once summer hits, I'm probably going to be taking a lot of time off because I mean we're gonna have Anime Expo coming up, so that right there is gonna eat up like half, maybe like a week or two of like July at least. Um, I got some other stuff that I got planned out, but I'll tell you about that stuff later. Um, I do want to do a little bit more traveling this year. I finally feel like I'm at a place financially where I'm kind of like comfortable, and I'm really afraid to like like do any heavy spending right now. Um, because I don't want to get too like in debt again, because the past like year or two has been really really tough. It was always like me like catching up with bills and shit like that every single fucking month, man. But now I finally feel like I'm in a position where I'm like very kind of like safe. I feel really comfortable that I have like a little tiny safety net, which it feels good to have a safety net is amazing, chat. Okay, especially when you haven't had one in a long time. I mean, this past year has been just immensely transformative for me. Immensely. I've gotten a handle on work scheduling, finances a bit. I've lost a ton of weight. I started focusing a lot more on general education rather than my given hobbies because like for years all I studied were my the course work to like what I was majoring in. So I was majoring in like animation, CGI stuff, film, writing. I focused on only those classes and like I didn't take any general ed for like years. So the past year or so has been definitely me improving upon that quite a bit. And I'm close. I mean, At this point, I'm not even sure what a bachelor is even gonna get me. You know, like even if I got that little piece of paper, it's not gonna guarantee me any kind of work in any position or anything like that. And then I get into the job or the career of my choice, and who knows if I'm actually gonna like it in any way. um, but yeah, no, it's kind of odd. I was talking with Lazy about this actually just a couple of minutes ago too. And because we started talking about like his Japan trip and stuff like that. I think I might end up pushing Japan to next year, just so that I feel a little bit more comfortable, and maybe I can take more time off as well, spend more time over there. Um, and I think also the time of year is very important. Oh, hold on, give me a quick second, you guys. One second, one second. Oh, I'll be right back. You guys gotta bring in my dog. I totally forgot he was out there. Oh man. Okay, dog secured. He's in his little bed cage. Get him. You can see. You guys don't really see much of my dog nowadays in the streams. I gotta fix that. I think when I do like a full like room setup change, I'm gonna definitely try and like put him in the foreground or something where you guys can see him a little bit better. Or maybe I can make like a little doggy cam. Because like I think if I don't make these memories now, in a couple months I might regret it. You don't know how long you have, especially with my dog. He's already reaching like a really old age, so I really want to have like some like a bit of like memories. Although I will say this: that dog cam is just gonna be like 90% him pissing on the floor. So I don't even know if I should do it or not. Yeah, he's so old, man. He's so old. uh, the oh, let me get into the story time right now. Because if not, Lazy's gonna come back and he's gonna want to jump straight into a game.
Not ready.
Oh, he's back. Wait. So you still gotta go eat?
Yeah, I just came over here to grab something real quick.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna be
Uh,
honest, I don't know how long I'm gonna be out over there fucking though.
well, go make a coffee while you're at it, so you stay up longer.
Yeah, I am. I fucking everyone showed up right now. I'm like, oh shit.
Oh, I know. Also, heads up, your dad's probably gonna try and convince everybody to do a taquero tomorrow.
Oh what?
They're probably gonna. He's gonna try and get convince them to do tacos instead of ramen.
Who?
Your dad.
Why?
He was just telling us right now because he doesn't want to go all the way to the ramen shop by Micro Center.
This is not on him. This is on Mello.
Yeah, I know. Well, let me know if anything changes though, for sure,
I don't
because
think anything is gonna change. I don't think anybody wants
I'm
to
the
talk
one
to him.
that's drive. I got to drive over to wherever you guys are gonna be at. So if I have to drive all the way to Lake Elsinore, I might have to leave a little bit earlier.
Yeah, the what?
If I have to drive all the way over there, I have to drive a little bit earlier.
Okay. Um, but yeah.
But
Yeah, the food
yeah.
should be ready in a little bit. I just came to grab something from my room because they were asking for it.
Oh, did you want to jump onto a quick game, or are you leaving
No, I'm
again?
leaving right now. I was just
Okay,
I
okay, okay.
jumped on just to see because I took off without I don't know. I think you put me on mute.
No, I went to go make coffee. Or what did I do? I think I was either taking my dog out or I was making coffee, one of the two. Because when I came back, you were already gone.
Uh, Okay.
All right.
Uh, no, you do your reading. By the time you're done with your reading, I should be.
Okay. All right. Yeah. This story is gonna be kind of like an okay length. So
All right,
I'm
we're
actually
back.
not too sure how long this one's good. Oh, this one's actually a kind of short one. So I might finish this like in the next like 10 minutes or something like that. If you if you're still taking too long of a time, I might just launch into a game of something. But just feel free to chime in, and I'll jump into like whatever game we're gonna be doing.
Oh, that's fine, dude. I'll
All right.
let you know. All right,
I'll
thank you.
probably be on Overwatch, knowing me.
Okay, sounds good.
Dude, chat. Look at this. Oh my god, you guys can't really see the difference. Well, you definitely can see the difference. Oh my god. Dude, okay. Do you see my farmer's tan? You can see it on this hand a little bit more. Oh god, you can't see it that much. Oh god. Like I keep on noticing it right away as soon as I bring up my You look, you can see it right there. Oh my god. Dude, okay, you see this the line right there? That is actual farmer's tan right there from me wearing my fingerless gloves. I need to stop wearing them when I go out on runs. Dude, I am turning into a fucking caramel god. Okay. Enough of me juicing myself up. All right. Today's story begins now. Today we're reading from The Brothers Grimm's Complete Fairy Tales by The Brothers Grimm's. Number 7, The Good Bargain. There was once a peasant who had driven his cow to the fair and sold her for $7. On the way home, he had to pass a pond, and already from afar he heard the frogs crying, "Ack, ack, 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 ack." Well, said he to himself, they are talking without rhythm or reason. Rhyme or reason. Rhyme or reason. It is 7 that I have received, not 8. When he got to the water, he cried to them, "Stupid animals that you are! Don't you know better than that? It is $7, not 8." The frogs, however, stood to their ack, 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 ack. "Come, then. If you won't believe it, I can count it out for you." And he took his money out of his pocket and counted out the $7, always reckoning 24 groschen to a taler. The frogs, however, paid no attention to his reckoning, but still cried, "Eck, eck, 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 eck." Is that how you even that's got to be like a German thing, right? The A I K, ache, A. Oh wait, I'm pointing at so many different things. You guys can't even tell. That right there. Eck, 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 eck. What? Cried the peasant, quite angrily. Since you are determined to know better than I, count it yourself, and threw all the money into the water to them. He stood still and wanted to wait until they were done and had brought him his own again. But the frogs maintained their opinion and cried continually, "Ache, ache, 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 ache." And besides that, did not throw the money out again. He still waited a long while until evening came and he was forced to go home. Then he abused the frogs and cried, "You water splashers, you thick headed, you goggle eyes, you have great mouths and can screech till you hurt one's ears, but you cannot count $7? Do you think I'm going to stand here till you get done?" And with that he went away, but the frog still cried, "Ache, ache, 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 ache," after him till he went home quite angry. After a while he brought another cow, which he killed, and he made the calculations if he had sold the meat, well, he might gain as much as the two cows were worth, and still the hide in bargain. When he got to the town with the meat, a great troop of dogs were gathered together in front of the gate, with a large greyhound at the head of them, which jumped at the meat, snuffed at, barked, "Wow, wow, 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 wow." As there was no stopping him, the peasant said to him, "Yes, yes, I know quite well that you are saying 'wow, wow, wow, wow,' because you want some of the meat. But I should fare badly if I were to give it to you. Man, I wish a girl said me, 'wow, wow, wow, wow.'" True. Bow, bow, chicka, wow, wow. All right. As there was no stopping him, the peasant said, "Yes, I know." Yada yada yada. All right. The dog, however, answered nothing but "wow, wow." "Will you promise not to devour it all, then? And will you vouch for your companions?" "Wow, wow, wow," said the dog. "Well, if you insist on it, I will leave it for you. I know you well, and know who your master is, but this I tell you, I must have my money in 3 days, or else it will go badly for you. You must bring it out to me." With that, he unloaded the meat and turned back. The dogs fell upon it and loudly barked, "Wow, wow, wow, wow." The countryman, who heard them from afar, said to himself, "Now they all want some, but the big one is responsible to me for it." When 3 days had passed, the countryman thought, "Tonight my money will be in my pocket," and was quite delighted. But no one would come and pay. "There's no trusting anyone now," he said. And at last he lost patience, and went into the town to the butcher, and demanded his money. The butcher thought it was a joke, but the peasant said, "Jesting apart, I will have my money. Did not the great dog bring you the meat of the slaughtered cow 3 days ago?" Then the butcher grew angry, snatched a broomstick, and drove him out. "Wait a while," said the peasant. "There is still some justice in the world," and went to the royal palace and begged for an audience. He was led before the king, who sat there with his daughter, and asked him what injury he had suffered. "Alas," he said, "the frogs and the dogs have taken from me what is mine, and the butcher has paid me for it with the stick." And he related at full length all that had happened. At this, the king's daughter began to laugh heartily, and the king said to him, "I cannot give you justice in this, but you shall have my daughter to wed for it. In her whole life she has never yet laughed as she has done at you, and I have promised to her the man who could make her laugh. You may thank God for your good fortune." "Oh," answered the peasant, "I will not have her. I have a wife already, and she is one too many for me. When I go home, it is just as bad if I had a wife standing in every corner." Then the king grew angry and said, "You are a boor." "Ah, Lord King," replied the peasant, "what can you expect from a pig but pork?" "Stop," answered the king. "You shall have another reward. Be off now, but come back in 3 days, and then you shall have 500 counted out in full." When the peasant went out by the gate, the sentry said, You have made the king's daughter laugh, so you will certainly receive something good. Yes, that is what I think, answered the peasant. 500 are to be counted out to me. Listen, said the soldier, give me some of it. What can you do with all that money? Because it is you, said the peasant. You shall have 200. Present yourself in 3 days' time before the king, and let it be paid to you. A Jew who was standing by and had heard the conversation ran after the peasant, held him by the coat, and said, "Oh, wonder what a lucky man you are! I will change it for you. I will change it for you into small coins. What would you do with great thalers?" "Jew," said the countryman, 300 you can have. Give it to me at once in coin. In 3 days from this you will be paid for by the king. The Jew was delighted with the profit, and brought the sum in bad groschen, three of which were worth two good ones. After 3 days had passed, according to the king's command, the peasant went before the king. "Pull his coat off," said the latter, "and he shall have his 500. "Ah," said the peasant, they no longer belong to me. I presented 200 of them to the sentinel, and 300 the Jew had changed for me, so by right nothing at all belongs to me." In the meantime, the soldier and the Jew entered and demanded what they were owed by the peasant, and this conduct angered the king. They received the blows strictly counted out. The soldier bore it patiently, and knew already how it felt. But the Jew said sorrowfully, "Alas, alas, are these the hard thalers?" The king could not help laughing at the peasant, for once all his anger was gone, he said, "As you have already lost your reward before it came to you, I will give you something in place of it. Go into my treasure chamber and get some money for yourself, as much as you will." The peasant did not need to be told twice. He stuffed into his big pockets whatever would go in. Afterwards, he went to an inn and counted out his money. The Jew had crept in after him, and heard how he muttered to himself, "That rogue of a king has cheated me after all. Why could he not have given me the gold himself, and then I should have known what I had? How can I tell now if what I have had the luck to put in my pockets is right or not?" "Good heavens," said the Jew to himself, "the man is speaking disrespectfully of our lord the king. I will run and inform, and then I shall get a reward, and he will be punished as well." When the king heard of the peasant's words, he fell into a passion, and commanded the Jew to go and bring the offender to him. The Jew ran to the peasant. "You are to go at once to the lord king in the very clothes you have on." "I know what's right better than that," answered the peasant. "I shall have a new coat made first. Do you think that a man with so much money in his pocket is to go there in his ragged old coat?" The Jew, as he saw that the peasant would not stir without another coat, and as he feared that if the king's anger cooled, he himself would lose his reward, and the peasant his punishment, said, "I will, out of pure friendship, lend you a coat for a short time." What will people not do for love? The peasant was content with this, put the Jew's coat on, and went off with him. The king reproached the countryman because of the evil speaking of which the Jew had informed him. "Ah," said the peasant, "what a Jew says is always false. No true word ever comes out of his mouth. That rascal there is capable of maintaining that I have his coat on." "What is that?" shrieked the Jew. "Is the coat not mine? Have I not lent it to you out of pure friendship, in order that you might appear before the Lord King?" What the king heard when the king heard that, he said, "The Jew has assuredly deceived one or the other of us, either myself or the peasant." And again he ordered something to be counted out to him in hard thalers. The peasant, however, went home in the good coat, with the good money in his pocket, and said to himself, "This time I have hit it." Okay, that story was a little bit racy, but hey, these are old stories. Um, that's how she goes sometimes, I guess. Again, I did not write this story. Please do not come to me about this. You know, if you want anybody to Message the Brothers Grimms on Twitter, I guess. I don't know. Go to them. That concludes story time number 7. If you're watching from YouTube, please hit the like button, subscribe. Not all these stories are going to be your cup of tea, but make sure that you do your part. Watch the video, comment, like, subscribe. If you're on Twitch, hit that follow button. It goes a long way and it helps with the algorithms and stuff. I'll be catching you guys next time. Bye. There's a playlist down here. There's also the link to the channel on this side over here. Go check it out. Bye 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 bye.